Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. You know what the word of the night is, or the word of the day is, depending on when you're watching it? Knife. Okay? Just remember that word, knife, followed by ooh, knife. The hell am I watching at this point? Sometimes I'll sit there and watch this show, and I'm just like, I get it's a soap opera, but Jesus Christ. Nikki was there, talking to Eric, Steffi, and Hope. There was one time that Steffi made a side eye comment and side eye look at Hope, but there's no that's nothing different than any normal day. Um, Nikki was there to pick up a dress for Summer and Kyle and their stupid wedding that I can't wait to not watch. Um, After that, she left. Eric left. Hope brought. I don't even understand why Hope feels need to bring up this stuff to Steffi, and you know how Steffi is. Okay, Steffi is over the top on a good day. Okay, and of course, Steffi gives her the usual resting bitch face, and it's just like I can't. My God, Hope is that they're trying to talk about her concerns of Steffi taking the phone and not making sure that Brooke is able to answer. Brooke is able to talk to Reg. And, Steffi, long story short, Steffi's like, listen, I'm going to do what it takes to get my parents back together. I'm going to do what it takes. Okay? Because apparently, having a full time career, kids, and a husband it's just not eating up enough of her time. She's not busy enough. Okay? I don't know, maybe she should try gardening or yoga or something. But no. Her life goal mission at the age of probably a little bit over 35 is to meddle in her parents' affairs. That's her goal in life. It's pretty sad, but hey, I guess we all have hobbies, and this is hers. Um, so after Brooke had a talk with Thomas, and Thomas was waving around a knife. Oh Lord. Oh my God, he's waving around a knife. I mean, to be fair, you're talking to her in this, I don't want to sit there and say threatening manner, but he's like, you're not going to sit there and get in the way, and I'm going to protect my family, and you're holding this knife. I'm like, bro, I'm just saying, you do have a sort of past, and you're holding a knife. It's, just saying, it's not a good look, okay? It's not a good look. But, um, now after Taylor was with Ridge and talking about how he needs to open up his eyes, and she says something about confusion, but apparently that doesn't stop her from lusting and wanting to be Ridge and holding each other and everything like that. You know what Ridge does, like the POS that he is. By the way, as men, I'm gonna sit there and just speak for all of us. We don't claim him. Okay, we don't claim him. Okay, he's not part of our tribe. He is I don't know. He's an anomaly. Okay, he ain't part of us. Yeah. So pretty much after Taylor is hugging and holding on Taylor, you see him in the next picture or in the next part of the episode making out with Brooke. I was gonna sit there and say Kelly, but Brooke, and I'm just like, I mean, is this? Hmm. It's just I was gonna sit there and try to make a joke out of it, but you know what? I don't find what he's doing to be remotely funny. Um, but obviously, the women in his life clearly don't mind him. My whole thing is like, does Taylor has a certain like cologne or perfume on or anything like that? Because I just feel like whenever Ridge is done being all over Taylor, and he comes back and he's hugging over Brooke, I'm just like, so you cool with another woman's perfume on your husband? On your man like that, you cool with that? Like, really? I'm gonna be honest. I would probably, I wouldn't flip out, but I would not be happy if the woman I was with had cologne, smelled like cologne from another guy. Okay, that's just. I'm not even gonna get into that, but we'll just sit there and say it's not. It doesn't make you feel good. They're kissing, and they briefly talk about Nikki, but Eric is taking care of that meeting. So Brooke talks about Thomas, how he's not ready to be to be a father and his past and everything. And by the way, he was holding a knife. Oh my God, he was holding a knife. Uh, holding a knife. He was holding a knife, and I mean, a knife. So she makes a big deal out of that for about a good 5 minutes, and then she decides to go all Karen. Okay, she decides to go all Karen. She's like, if I have to, I will call child services to make sure that I protect Douglas. And I was like, whoa, whoa, lady, all right, whoa. Reg, you might want to kind of, might want to kind of handle her at this point, all right? She's taking this whole knife thing out of, like, seriously. I mean, what does she want? What does she want, Thomas to be cutting the apple with? A spoon, a fork? A spoon. Fork maybe a little, maybe a little bit too sharp. So maybe a spoon, plastic knife. Or if it was a plastic knife, well, she would have felt much better if it was a plastic knife. But oh, a knife, a metal knife. Okay, I'm done. Partly I'm just like I can't believe they even start doing that. But this is where this show has gotten me at. This is where this show has got me to the point of. So she's like, I'm gonna call child services, and Rich like, no, we're gonna handle this as a family. So at some point, Rich is talking to Thomas, and he's like, yeah, I don't know how to sit there and tell you this, but Brooke is she actually said she was gonna call child services on you if she has to. Thomas was not happy about that, and to be honest, I don't think any parent would be happy about having somebody else say that they're gonna call child services. Okay? Brooke also talks to Hope. They talk about Thomas, the usual whiny crap that Brooke usually does, where she feels she needs to insert herself into something that, well, to be honest, it should just be help. It should be dealt with between um, Ridge. I mean, between her and Thomas. She does say at some point, I don't remember who, but she does sit there and say that she's trying to avoid a custody battle. This whole thing is just ridiculous. Stephanie talks to Taylor, and I think they talk about Thomas, or they talk about Brooke. And sometimes they start gossiping so much. I'm just like, who are you idiots gossiping about now? You know. Um, Deacon tries to talk sense into Sheila. Oh, are you done? Are you done laughing? Okay, so after that happens, Sheila's like, no, no, that's gonna happen. And Deacon's like, listen, I gotta get to work, and she's like, I'm so tired of looking at these four walls. I'm like, well, boo, you don't have to. I mean, you got money. You can go on a run. You can do what you got to do. Like, you don't need to be trapped up in this place. So she leaves. Deacon is just like, yo, when did I sign up for a marriage at this point? You know? I mean, listen, you want to sit there and complain 1 minute, but you want to sit there and straight up kiss this woman the next. Okay? Let's not sit there and try to act like that didn't happen. Okay? I was there. I saw it with my own two damn eyes. It happened. Um, Deacon at some point is talking to Nikki, got some information about Diane. I've run her out of town because of something that happened 30 years ago, and this is what these women are doing because it makes sense to someone. So Deacon is sitting there flirting hard with Nikki. Oh, you're a class act and you still look good and checking her out. And of course, Sheila with the mask on is staring right at her, right as Nikki, and Nikki's like what the hell are you looking at? So Sheila turns away, and Nikki goes on about her business, and I'm just like, oh man, that sounds like a crazy crossover. I'm so glad that I caught the first half of it. I feel like that's about it for the most part. I really want to sit there and try to watch Y&R. I really do, but it's just so. Like it's already like 10:40 now, so I don't see a purpose of trying to watch. Even if I was going to watch like the first 10 minutes, I know I would want to watch more. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can try to watch it on Wednesday. My goal is to try to watch all four of the soap operas and then do my live stream. Um, I will post my live stream. I'll also then let people know about the live stream that day. But that's why I don't usually post it early because I want to make sure that I can do it. Because I don't like sitting there canceling at the last minute and be like, oh, people are gonna sign. Well, not sign up, but like join, and then I can't do it because of reasons. Um. Anyway, before I go, because I said this in the other two, so I'll sit there and say in this one. Um. I think at this point everyone knows who Brock TV is. Me, DC, we got to sit there and chop it up with him. We were talking about pretty much all the soap operas. I mean, we started with G8 for a hot minute, but then we could just kind of spire into, well, everything else from B&B, Y&R, Days. It was a lot of fun. It's 2 hours, but it's really good. And I feel like even the Brock TV fans will really enjoy that because we get to find out what got him started into watching these soap operas. Like, we kind of did origin stories by how we started watching soap operas, and we've done that a couple of times. Even on James or JLJ Media's channel. But it was cool sitting there hearing his perspective and how he does his videos, and just I mean, I don't think that actually made into the cut, but it was just really interesting just hearing his perspective and stuff, and just you know it was good energy, and I think everyone's gonna like it, and especially if you're a Brock TV fan, DC or Minds. And it's 2 hours, but it's good. It's good stuff. Um, it's how you don't even have to watch it. You can just sit there and just put it on and just listen to it. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave the video. When the video ends, it kind of asks you, "Oh, do you want to watch this video? Check it out." Or if you don't see it, just check it out in my my regular catalog or whatever. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. I'll see you in the next video.